Oh, that was you. Oh, no, that was Travis.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Had to deal with the parents.
I thought that was Chris's soundboard there.
Oh. Sometimes I just don't get it, man. I got a podcast to do.
It's that basement dwelling. That's what does it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. What's this? What's this, Chris?
Hey, there you go.
Claw machine. Come on.
Oh, that was from you. That doesn't even count.
We're going to get that claw machine. It's going to happen.
Chris got his tax return, so thank you.
Yeah, $20.
Thank
Don't
you, bro.
think of it as money you could have invested. Think of it as money.
I did invest.
The claw machine, right? Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
You know, the claw machine has untapped potential for this show. We could have a lot of fun with this.
Heck
but
yeah.
Ryan is such a Debbie Downer with it that I don't know why.
No, God!
I think it's because he's no good at claw machines.
God, please, no!
We've all been frustrated trying to get the Gumby doll out of the or the Woodstock Tweety Bird out of the claw machine and have it slip through the grips. But you just got to try harder.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, Late Night Live. This is episode 60. That's crazy to think about. So thank you. Everyone's here. Mike Hawkhurts is in the chat. And Meatball Saucy is definitely here in the chat. Saiyan Spirits is here in the chat. I'm here for the knowledge. We are here for you, sir.
Eric is not here.
Yeah. Does he have his ballet class again where he's dancing? I don't know.
No, I think this is the tight fitting week. So they have to fit him first.
Oh, he's waiting for his costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He's going to be Peter Pan next week, from what I understand.
Wow. I hadn't heard that, so that's cool. That's really cool. Should I give that an air horn? Yes, and Meatball Saucy, you are in the chat. Thank you.
Usually, don't they cast Peter Pan as a female Isn't a female usually? Oh, well.
Well, I think it's because they look younger, but Eric's
Yeah.
got that never aging look going on, right?
This is
Yeah.
2025. It's very gender fluid. Yeah.
It's true.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Age,
matter.
whatever. Exactly. You'd be bald, old man. We're good.
Bald old man.
What are you talking about? None of us are going bald.
No.
We
All
have
right.
luscious locks of hair.
Tonight, we got a lot of toy news to talk about because New York Toy Fair is going on this weekend, and we've had a lot of leaks or announcements, so we'll talk about that. And then we got some gaming news too. Some games got delayed, a game got canceled, and a pretty big game got leaked earlier this week that I know the guys here wanted to play. So yeah, I apologize for the soundboard. Apparently, yeah, I'll get right on that. Leakrian is here in the chat. What's going on, man? But let's see. Let's go around the horn. Ace of Jacks Media Grounds. Chris, did you play any games this week? I know you were playing the Steam Demo Fest or whatever they call that, Next Fest or
Steam Next Fest. They do 4 a year, once every quarter. And there was the one that Eric
We'll get into that, buddy.
knows the guy, Dragnus. I downloaded that one, but I didn't play it. But I did pick up a demo for a game called Delivered at All Costs, which is apparently being published by Konami. And I was kind of like, oh, Grand Theft Auto, but you deliver packages, but you can destroy buildings. You can drive through anything in it. So I was like, this is actually kind of fun. And then
there was some other one that was like a Metroidvania that kind of looked like, or
there were quite a few of them. There's I think a couple I played on that was Stellar Poetry Demo. There's one called Ninja Brigade. Wait, oh my God, it's Eric. Fantastic. Anyway, no, there's one I picked up, Ninja Brigade, featuring some guy called Jono Weingarten, which was like a Metroidvania Tron, because he's a DJ who gets sucked into an arcade machine, and you have to do that. They looked interesting, but I don't know. It's so far the only one that I was kind of impressed with was the No Delivered at All Costs.
Okay.
So, and then of course I've been playing Avowed.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, it's like I told my brother and some people on X, I was like, I don't. There are things about it that I'm kind of like, I don't understand. I don't like them, but somehow the game is like fun to play, and I don't know why.
No, what it is the combat is really cool.
And so,
dude, I'm there with you. And you know what it is? I think the dialogue. I think if there was ever a game that they had AI generate all the choices of dialogue, it's this game. Like, it's insane the amount of dialogue choices that are in Avowed.
oh, it is crazy. But there is
absolutely insane. But I think I gotta feel like AI wrote all that. It's like books and books of text. It's crazy.
But there was a point I got to where it was like supposed to be this wondrous area that I got into, and I was just like, I should be wowed by this area, and I'm not. I'm just kind of like, oh, hey, here's another area for me to go into. But I'm having fun playing it. But I'm playing it as a mage type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing the bow and arrow. I'm doing the. Let me just go ahead and light this asshole on fire and have fun with it that way.
I just got to the desert level yesterday. if you know where that is.
I haven't gotten there yet,
Oh, okay. It's pretty cool.
so I got to play some more of it. But it's
Yeah.
weird.
All right, cool. 8-bit gaming legend Dathan. You're gonna leave a little bit early tonight, so we'll maybe, I don't know, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about before you gotta go. But how was your week? Play any games?
Well, aside from games, a neighbor's tree branch crashed into our backyard. That was fun to deal with. Yeah, and I'm still dealing with the aftermath of that.
Defense damage?
So, yeah, there's a lot
The
of
collection is good. You're okay there.
Yes, it was just the
Yeah.
backyard.
Okay.
And it sucks. 'Cause we spent a lot of time building the backyard, planting trees and everything, and it's destroyed. So we have to
Sorry
start
to hear
over.
that, man. That
It's
sucks.
really, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
A lot of 4-letter words came out of my mouth, but just glad no one got hurt, and it wasn't property; it was just a fence, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is your neighbor at least a Transformers fan?
I'm gonna say that's a hard no on that one.
Oh, darn it!
So it's
Go
fine.
fan.
All the neighbors they kind of pitched in to help us out with letting us use their yard debris bin, and one neighbor came over with a chainsaw and all that stuff. So we got some good peeps in our area.
That's good.
But anyway, game wise, I finished Guns of Fury.
Oh, you did.
Yep, that was pretty good. I finished it right around, I think it was 11, 12 hours. So I think at $12, like $1 an hour. So that's pretty much what it was. It's not too bad.
Nice.
I don't hate Avowed, but I don't like Avowed. So I played it a little bit more, realizing that I don't like or hate it. So it was just kind of it exists type thing.
So stupid. I hate this one.
You said that you're going to give it, like, I think last week you said 2 hours, 2 more hours.
I think that's about what
Is
I
that
think
about what you
I
got
hit
to?
the cap. The ceiling has
Yeah.
been reached. So I think that's on the back burner now.
It would
that's-
definitely have made a difference if your neighbor was a Transformers fan, because you could have like bonded, and brought him over, but now he's just kind of angry. All right. so-
Well, I'm just, it's just more, I was out there when I got off work today, and I was putting stuff away, and I was like, God, this is going to take forever. I got to clean everything up. And the more I look at it, the more it pisses me off. So I can't look at it. So I just stopped. But anyway, yes, stay in spirits. And I picked
You're
up, I bought RoboCop was on PSN today for $8. So I bought that.
Oh, nice. Be
And
sure
I
to shoot a guy in the nads and get that achievement.
And I bought Burnout Paradise was remastered with I think $4 on PSN sale. So I'm playing that again. So yeah, a lot of games this week, a lot of backyard destruction, and I played some pinball with Eric. I'm sure there's a video at some point.
I do have a video of that.
That's gonna
so-
pop up at some point. So
Yeah, let's go through everyone here, and then I've got short 28-second video, but I'll have on loop. But thank you, Travis, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I played some more Assassin's Creed. I did beat Balatro. And
How can you? I still don't think you can really beat Balatro, but
you can beat Balatro. It gives you a little joker that says, "Wow, you beat Balatro."
okay.
It's pretty impressive. No, I beat it because I beat all difficulties of a deck. So I
Okay.
just consider that like, okay, whatever. But then I started working through the challenges because that game is good when it's late at night and you're trying to go to sleep. It's better than Ambien.
Real quick, I want to say I just tried Balatro on Xbox Game Pass on my PC here,
Uh-huh.
and the game is like a super low size download. Like it's like
Yeah.
not even. It's like 200 megabytes or something.
It's the size of a Commodore 64 ROM probably because that's what it
Yeah.
is.
And playing that game with a mouse is actually kind of cool. Like I like it a lot. It's very much like solitaire on the PC.
Yeah, very fluid. Right. Yeah. And if you have a laptop, then you can just set it up on your lap and you'll just be asleep real fast. It's great.
Yeah. That's it.
But then I played Monkey Island. The third Monkey Island, I started playing that because I didn't quite want to go to sleep, but I also didn't want to fire up my normal PC. So I played that for a while. And then yeah, I went back to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is fun. It is cool. Dathan, one of the things that I called Eric about, actually, Eric is always complaining about thief-like games and how he wants thief-like games. I think in Assassin's Creed Mirage, I beat the first stealthy mission that you do. And I didn't like how I beat it because I did it kind of through brute force. Because I was just kind of like, okay, I've got to get all the way to the heart of this thing and kill this guy. People are going to find me, and they kept finding me, so I just kept killing them all. And I was like, gosh, this isn't supposed to be combat focused. What am I missing? So I looked up a cheat, or not a cheat, but a walkthrough. And what I noticed in that walkthrough was there were creative things that I could have done to keep myself hidden, right? And they weren't called out in the game. They were like interacting with objects to get things done. And then I looked at another walkthrough, and that person did it completely different. So I think when Eric says, I want a game like Thief where it's got multiple paths to success in a stealth-like thing, it seems to me like Eric's missing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I would agree because
okay,
in those scenarios with especially in the Assassin's Creed games when you have to assassinate a leader or whatever, whatever.
That's what I had to do, right? Yeah.
There are so many different avenues that you can take with your environment that's given at the time. So yeah, it's almost, maybe not so much Origins or Odyssey. Those are more brute force killing styles. But if you were to go like Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, even like Syndicate, those games, and those are very heavily into the thievery style and different paths that you can take to stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool because like I said, I kind of went about it because my only Assassin's Creed experience are the RPG ones. And so like you were saying, there's smaller, kind of more concise areas and a little bit more. Well, I mean, combat becomes a thing at some point when you're doing the missions. And then in this one here, I was like, man, there is like no way around it. And then I looked up a walkthrough, and one of the guys had found like some crate that was hanging up from something. And so he hit it with a dagger, knocked it down, and then all the guards went rushing over to check it out. And then that gave him a clear line of sight to get into another building that then allowed him to kind of climb up around and then jump down and kill and assassinate the guy he was there for. Like, I wasn't even looking for that sort of stuff. I didn't even realize that you could do that because the game doesn't really call it out in the tutorial. It just expects that you've played the other ones, I think.
Yeah, I think the creators of each of the games, they do a pretty good job at utilizing, not making it so one-dimensional, so that there are different areas that you can do. Like there's so many different avenues that you can take with the crowd enclosures. Sitting on a bench and the guy just walks by and you just walk up and just slit his throat. Stuff like that.
See, and I need to do more of that because I didn't even really realize that you could envelop yourself in a crowd and let guards walk by. Anytime that I saw a guard in my line of sight, I like hightailed it out of the place, and like found a wall to hide behind. So no, it's cool. I long way of saying that from what I've played so far, it is cool. So yeah, it's I'm also looking forward to the next one. So, but it's not a very good game for falling asleep. So does keep you awake, and so you get a little amped up, and then you got to switch to some more ambient type Balatro if you want to nod off. So
fair statement.
Yep.
Good advice.
Yeah.
And Eric is back. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
What were you eating? Everybody wants to know except for me.
I was eating Fred Meyer / Kroger, depending on where you live, fried chicken. And
1 out of 5 stars.
That was pretty good. And some Apple Duo chips from Trader Joe's, which are excellent.
1 out of 5 stars.
Holy catfish!
Wow.
You've got a solid garbage meal.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Yeah, it's not good, Eric. You could have done better.
Yeah,
You live in the
Eric-
greater Portland area.
I do.
Eric, any gaming last week, sir?
Indeed. Some pinball with Dathan, as we'll talk about later. I played a little more Crimson Diamond. And then I started playing Inscription, as per Chris's recommendation, which is really fun. It's good.
So it's a
How
horror
far
type
have you
game.
gotten?
What's that?
How far have you gotten?
So I've seen 3 different levels. I can't get past the 3rd one yet. I don't know how many levels there are.
But it's a card-based combat, like roguelike game, but it's a horror game, correct?
Kinda, yeah, but it's not too terribly frightening.
Yeah, because I was going to say you have a problem with that.
It's spooky more than it is horror. Meatball, I'm drinking the Kloster Klosshaller. It's a.
I was
NA
hoping you were drinking like a Heineken.
No, it's an NA Hellas beer from Trader Joe's. It's great. It tastes really good.
Cool.
Is it non-alcoholic?
Yeah, it's their NA line.
So did you pee your pants a little playing the game, or is it not that creepy? Because you do have a problem with that.
I have some Depends on hand just in case.
Okay, but did you have to use them?
Not yet.
Is it that scary? Not
Not
yet?
yet.
Okay. So it's no Alien. What was the Alien one? Not Isolation. Isolation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on that level. Okay.
Meatball Saucy is replaying
Talos.
Talos Principle.
I hear great things, but I've never picked
Me
it up.
too, and I've never picked it up either.
Meatball's just cooler than all of us.
I've heard really good things about it, but yeah, I've never played it.
The first one's not bad. I'm in the middle of the second one. I need to go back to it. But it's a very puzzle-oriented game.
Very cool.
So
it's not a walking simulator, because for some reason I always thought it was just a walking sim type game.
well, I mean, you have to walk between puzzles and everything.
No, that's that. Yeah.
It's primarily a portal. Is probably the best way to put it. Is you go to each puzzle to unlock the next area, so you have to figure out the answers to the puzzles to then go on. But like the Talos Principle too, the main story is that humanity is kind of like downloaded all consciousness into androids. And so as androids, you think you're human and you're supposed to like solve the puzzles of what was left behind. Well, not everybody has Amazon Prime. See?
You know, it's funny you should mention Assassin's Creed, because I saw a thumbnail, I think it was of a YouTube video.
Chris.
That mentioned, or the thumbnail said on one side it had like Reaper, and on the other side it had Ghost, and I assumed that meant, when I saw that there's a brute force way to just kill everybody, and then there's a way to just get in and out completely stealth, and it did pique my interest. So now that you bring it up, it only reinforces that I could play that game thief-like, which is cool.
Chris, you seriously don't have Amazon Prime?
Oh, I do. I just said not everybody does.
I don't.
I mean, look at
You're already on the Nintendo family plan. Why don't you just add Eric to it?
Stop spending your money.
I don't know if Amazon Prime
shit.
works that way.
I don't have Prime. I don't want Prime. Thank you.
Wow.
You don't want to put money in Jeff Bezos' pocket?
I've put enough there. Yeah.
You know? I mean, then you can watch amazing shows like Invincible and Reacher and what else does Prime know?
It has NFL on Thursday nights. But he doesn't watch NFL, so he doesn't.
I'm a bad investor, I guess.
Yeah. All right, I do have the video from. Oh, what day was this?
Sunday? Saturday?
Oh, is that up there at next level?
No, I don't think this is next level.
$12 free pinball, right?
He starts talking about how many balls he got. So that's the videos. I'm just gonna put on repeat. But how is the game? How is Dungeons?
It's
Dragons?
great. It's
Nice.
really good.
Good.
I thought it was really good.
They really went into detail with. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I think we barely touched the surface on a majority of everything that you can do.
Like what?
So, well, one thing that I will say this is that we played. There are 3 versions of this game. There's a Pro, Limited, and a Premium that are coming out. And Eric and I and his brother Dave was there too. We played on the Pro Edition, and the reason why we played on the Pro Edition is I looked online, and apparently the Premium and the Limited Edition ones were there was a board inside the game that was burning up. So they had to redo it, or they had to do something with it. And that's why Public House, the place that we went to for that one tournament, they didn't have it yet because they said that they're redoing their game or whatever.
Really?
So yeah. And then we played probably for a good 2 hours, I want to say, total. And then we realized that when we play the Premium Edition, our stats aren't going to save over because we were on a different table. So that's going to be kind of a bummer when we play the Premium and we have to start over from scratch. But that's fine. But the game as a whole, it's pretty good. You get to select your character from the beginning. You get to pick whatever Dungeon Dragon character that you want, and you just level up as the game goes on. The multi-ball, I think, is probably, I want to say 8 or 9. I think maybe.
It's a lot.
Not 8 or 9 balls
Simultaneously,
yeah.
Wow.
And when you do get the multi-ball, it's a time thing, so you're constantly battling the dragon. You got to hit it up a ramp, and then he puts his head down, and then you have to hit him. And
it's not timed; it's scored.
Or score, yeah.
So when you enter the multi-ball, the screen tells you how many drains you can afford to get, and that's basically the dragon hitting you, right? And then how many times you have hit the dragon's head, and you have to hit the dragon's head enough times before you drain the number of balls on the screen. And then when you do that, it goes into like a town celebration mode, which is still multi-ball, but you just score extra points.
Yeah.
So you'll see like when you hit one of the ramps or one of the blue targets, whatever, or the red, it's red right there. You'll see it. The dragon's head goes down, and that's when you have to hit him. That's when you have to hit him. But I think we only were able to beat him once, and I think you have to beat him 3 times. Because then Eric said it shows him flying away, because when you're doing that multi-ball, you can't do anything but look down. You're basically just
right. Yeah, of course. Right.
Because there's nothing, you can't really focus on anything.
Right.
But
Meatball Saucy asks, from 1 to 5, how fun is it?
So
I 5.
I was when I was playing it before I got there, I was thinking, how can you capture the essence or the experience of playing Dungeons and Dragons on a pinball board? It just didn't make a ton of sense to me. But after playing it a couple times, I think it's fair to say that no other pinball I've played gives you a sense of being in different places than this one does, because you have to travel across a map to get to new locations, to do quests at those locations. You can go to the Underdark, which is a iconic location in Dungeons and Dragons, and the board turns all blue. Like,
oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. So like the lighting changes and everything. Yeah.
And when you travel places, you have to make a certain number of ramps before you actually get to the new location. Then you can select a quest to do, and then you perform the quest, and your character faces bad guys along the way, and you do damage to them, and they do damage to you and your party. You have stats just like you do in Dungeons and Dragons for your character. You can buy equipment, and you can buy magical items and stuff to help you along the way. It just really did a great job of capturing what it's like to play D&D on a pinball
Can you cast Wish?
I didn't get high enough level.
Darn it.
Yeah. You can cast Shield. Shield's really cool.
You can cast Shield. That's good. Oh, yeah, because then it probably just saves your drains, right?
Yeah, it puts a barrier up in the middle to prevent.
Oh, in the middle. Yeah, like the old school. Stopper that way. That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Put the shield up.
But you said that they're having to recall these because the boards are lighting on fire.
I don't think that they were recalled because I don't think any of them were sent out. I think that they were that it was noticed at the factory in Chicago, and that's when I think they redid it. I don't know if anybody actually received a premium or a limited one. I know they had them on display at I think IGN Fest. They had one there, and I think a couple other places they probably had it. But yeah, so if like any place in Portland and you look at the map, it's all there is just the Pro Edition. There are no limited or anything yet.
Well, they shouldn't have. They shouldn't
Meatball
have.
Next Level did get it, but it's just the Pro Edition.
Yeah, that's what they get for partnering with NVIDIA to make the pinball machine. Though.
But it's a fun machine. I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Eric, there were a couple. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to. I think Eric hit a shot where it was like the mimic tier or whatever, and he ended up getting 60 million points just by getting it in the drop slot, and I couldn't replicate that.
All right, so who has the high score right now? Eric.
That's the only reason I beat you is because I got that 60 million.
No, his brother does. His brother got like 200 something million, didn't he?
Yeah. Let me look on.
Does he have the app?
He does now. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Is the Pro bad? No, it's like the only one they were playing.
No, it was that's the one that we played. So I don't know what the limited or the premium is gonna be different.
I wonder if they do a drop table like they do in AC/DC, right? Like where it's got a multi-level.
I don't know where. It's hard to say. I don't know how they would put that in there though. With everything that's already there.
You can kind of see it on the let's see, like 11 o'clock position there. That's the mimic. It's a cutout. It's like a 2D thing. There was a suspicious number of those 2D plastic standees in there, and I suspect a lot of them will just get animatronics for the higher tiers. But I couldn't see a place. I couldn't see a place where they would put more ramps.
Yeah,
I mean, Dathan and I were trying to find.
But that spot right in between the dragon and the gelatinous cube right there, that little thing, I think something happens there because nothing popped out really when we were playing. It just lit up. So I'm wondering if something with the limited, if something happens with that spot.
Is the gelatinous cube where the ball lock is? Because if not, they missed an opportunity.
It's on the far right. Okay. It's just a simple ramp where you got to keep hitting the dragon repeatedly, and then you get it over on that far right side to lock it.
To lock, where it gets enveloped by the cube. Okay, so they did that right. Well, good job.
How many different characters can you select when you start?
There's 4 starting characters. There's a dwarf paladin. There's a halfling rogue. There's a half elf or maybe elf wizard. And I'm sorry, I think it's a human paladin, and there's a dwarf cleric.
I was gonna say it should have been a dwarf paladin, should have been a human paladin.
Better than X-Men? Yeah, I think it's better than X-Men.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds like it.
I think definitively it's better than X-Men. I like X-Men a lot, but I think this is better.
It looks better.
Yeah.
And so it's a gorgeous looking table.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like about it. What's that?
From everything I've seen, it just looks better than like the X-Men table was really nice to look at. Yeah. But as far as like play wise and everything, this just looks so much more fun.
And the animations for this are really good too. There's a lot of video and a lot of stuff happening up there, but like you don't get to see a whole lot of it.
But you don't get to see it when you're playing. Yeah.
But it is pretty cool.
And the voice acting is fun.
The dungeon crawl is pretty cool.
Yeah, the dungeon crawl, that's another place you can go. and you like it shows you the animation of being in a dungeon. You use the flippers to pick which direction you're going, and you encounter different things, of course. So that was a really cool location also. Yeah, the flippers felt a little weak at first, but then I got used to it.
We noticed that the first time we played.
Yeah,
you guys definitely don't like your weak flippers.
It didn't bother me after the first game. So like the center ramp, we had to favor the right flipper to get up there. The left flipper just wouldn't do it. But once you adjust for things like that, it was fine. Flipper strength was fine.
Do you think you can get that multi-ball really quick? So when we're playing it in a tournament, you can beat that.
Oh yeah,
that lady.
We got it.
Dathan can. I only got it once. Dathan got it like 5 times.
Got to figure out how to do it.
You basically you just repeatedly hit the dragon multiple times.
Yeah, smash the dragon and then hit the gelatinous cube.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can lock it, I think, a couple different ways too.
Well, it's probably got, in typical Stern fashion, it's probably got like 3 different multi-ball modes, right? Well, I guess Williams.
There's a couple
known for that.
There's a couple ones.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool that you guys
great.
were able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wedgehead was pretty fun too. If you guys get a chance to go out there,
$12 for unlimited. That was the sign, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they had X-Men, Star Wars, a bunch of the banned ones,
Mandalorian.
Metallica, Godzilla was there.
The special edition black and white Godzilla was there.
Jaws was there. Yeah,
the Munsters. I did pretty well on that one too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was there.
That was fun. Because the Munsters, what's cool about that table, I thought, was that it has the same setup as Haunted Mansion, that old Haunted Mansion with the basement level you can get to. There's a basement level in the Munsters too.
Yeah.
And it's the grandpa's lab. And when you get down there, it says, "Oh, he shrunk the ball," and you're playing with a much smaller pinball, like a ball bearing down there.
Yeah, that's
the flippers are smaller. Yeah, it was really cool.
That is funny.
Nice. I don't know if I played that one yet.
I have not played it. It looks like a cool table though. I'm looking at pictures of it.
And it's got Dragula, dude. And then you can sing Dragula when you get the Dragula bonus.
No, you cannot.
You can. We did.
Nope. No, you can't. They'll charge you another $12 and make you get and make you come in again. Yeah, no, the table looks cool. I'm looking at it.
It's great.
Okay, I'm gonna have to play it now. I'm jealous. All right, moving on. Let's talk about a couple of games that got announced. Well, what's Eric eating?
Shh. Nothing.
Oh my gosh, your mic is right there.
Everybody talk louder. It will cover up the noise.
Okay.
Peggy 16.
Here we go. All right. I got the. I'm just gonna play the audio in here.
Oh, there's the copyright strike.
Think so?
Yeah. This entire video is going to be taken down. James Cameron's coming for that money.
Well, September 5th. Holy crap. What do you guys think?
It's too bad it's not coming out on the Sega Master System.
I think when I saw that, I almost shit my pants. That looks good.
I mean, it looks good, but I don't know about pants shitting worthy. I mean, it's up
You don't
there,
think
but
so?
it looks fun. But this game to me looks very short. It doesn't look very long. That's my only concern with it.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, unless you get to spend a couple hours playing as a naked Arnold running around trying to get clothes.
That's probably pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah, so this is by Bitmap Bureau, or I don't know how you say it, but yeah, they did Xenocrisis, and the cool thing they did with Xenocrisis is they ported it to pretty much every console they could. And it sounds like they're going to do that with this. So I'm not just talking about like the current stuff, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. They're going to do older systems like Dreamcast and whatever you can get a ROM on. I don't know. They do really cool. They've got some a really cool engine programming thing that can do it. So I don't know. I'm stoked for this. So the whole thing with the helicopter scene. I don't know where can I find it. Right there.
Yeah.
That's like a homage to the arcade game right there. So it's like, all right, boom. Yeah. So I'm down. Yeah, hopefully it's not I don't know if it's going to be $70. I think if you can pre-order right now, and these guys are over in the UK, and I haven't pre-ordered a physical copy because I saw that the shipping was insane. It's like $25. So I'm going to wait till you can get it on Amazon, hopefully. But maybe you can't. But I don't know. Hopefully,
I'm wondering if they're gonna. They might have this game at PAX, because PAX is going to be right around the time when this comes out. I think that first weekend of September. So
yeah, that'd be a good call.
Made appearances. Bitmap Games has shown up to PAX a few times. I've seen them.
Okay. Yeah, meatball saucy's down. Nice. I am in.
I think of all the shoot 'em ups that we've seen on this channel, this one is definitely the most compelling.
Yeah.
It kind of almost looks like a combination of Contra and like those old Star Wars games on the Super Nintendo to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a better version of the Halloween game that came out. What was that? Retroware, or what was that, Chris? You got the special edition of?
Oh, Retro Realms.
Yeah, Retro Realms. It looks like a better version of that. Yeah, no, physical is not a thing. Eric will talk about it.
Yeah, it is. I'm all physical.
I'm too triggered.
Speaking of physical, getting physical. Let's see.
Are we doing workout sessions now? What's going on?
All right.
I got my Ring Fit set up. I'm going to start doing that again.
Oh, do you? Oh, yes. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. So this Assassin's Creed Shadows, you guys' favorite game to talk about. Some people have already got physical copies of it.
Yeah.
And they're playing it right now. I mean, I guess that's not unusual maybe in 2025, but to me, this just it's just another blow to physical collecting. If you guys wanted to talk about that, because like if you're a game publisher developer, it's like, it's another reason why not to put it on a disc, because it's getting leaked out early because some asshole stole a copy off the Walmart truck.
So wait, digital games have never leaked early?
Well, I imagine, but I see more of it prevalent with getting their hands on these physical copies. So I don't know. It's a problem.
Well, I don't know if that's so much a problem with physical copies as it is a problem with a trust with the retailers. Like you put in place as a publisher, you say, hey, this game, we're going to send it to you before the release date, but you have to make sure it doesn't go out until the release date. And then somebody at the retailer is like, F you, I'm going to go ahead and release this right now.
Well, yeah, then they'll
and so the next time
you get the disc, you download it, you can upload the whole thing to some server or whatever.
Yeah, but then then the publisher's like, okay, you've broken trust with us, so we're no longer going to send you this until after release comes out. But then they're like,
yeah, no, you know what it was? It was me getting that scratched Star Wars Outlaws disc, and I had to go return it. And I spent the better half of my afternoon that one day doing it and talking to the manager and begging for a return. Yeah.
So I mean, it's
the other thing too is they said that there's going to be like a day one patch for this game, so the people that have been playing it are playing a older version that's going to look not as good. So people are streaming and talking about this game and what they like and dislike about it, but it's like it's not the final version.
Well, and
so
what I've seen rumor wise is that day one patch is going to remove a lot of the Yasuka stuff. Because
then that's a reason for fell off a truck physical copies. You get access to content that's going to be removed.
Yeah, they in order to placate the Japanese market, they were going to remove a lot of the quests for him and make him more of a side quest.
I think the bigger question is, why do we even care about the Japanese market? If all they're doing is getting rid of good parts of games, we just shouldn't even bother.
And not having kids and just getting older.
No more Japanese market.
There's no future there.
What have they done for video games to begin with? Nothing. Go America.
What about Hello Kitty? What have they given
Hello
us?
Kitty.
Sushi.
Yay.
Legend of Zelda.
You know who's
Metroid.
King of the video game world is China because of Black Myth Wukong. Game of the year.
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
It's hard to argue with the numbers, yeah.
It's hard to, yes, agreed. It is game of the year. Next to Balatro, I guess. I think they were tied.
Balatro was last year, yeah.
It was just released on Game Pass, so now it is able to be nominated for Game of the Year again this year.
And if I start playing it in 4 years, I'll nominate it for Game of the Year then as well.
Nothing on Game Pass gets nominated for Game of the Year. That's the running joke.
But Balatro is going to break that.
I am surprised that they're removing content, though, in all seriousness. Like, that actually is surprising to me. Because...
Well, and I don't know if they actually...
that the Japanese would get offended with stuff like that.
I don't know if they are, though. That's just one of the things that I'd read is from previous Ubisoft employees were saying they were doing this in order to placate.
I'm not surprised they're removing stuff. I'm surprised they're removing stuff for the Japanese market. If it was China demanding it, okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
They like their those Transformers that are the Japanese releases, right?
I mean, unless it's a case where the last few Assassin's Creed games have only sold in Japan, and currently we are the only 5 people that have played Assassin's Creed in America. In which case, they're kind of like, yeah, we really have to placate the Japanese market because, we only have 5 people in America who play our games.
Are you looking forward to this one,
Meatball,
Dathan?
if it comes out on VR, you need to stream that, bro.
Are you looking forward to this one, Dathan, or is it going to be too much of the RPG element
No,
do you
I'm
think?
looking forward to it. I don't care
Okay,
if it's
okay.
released. I don't care if there's videos or not. I'm still going to buy the damn thing. I'm still going to play it. Don't care.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. You wouldn't care about that anyway. I mean, you've said, the only thing that matters, the only opinion is your own. I just was curious whether you were pumped because it's a bridge between the two from what I've read, right? Like it's got one foot in one style of Assassin's Creed and one foot in the other. So, yeah. But to me, that's a win-win. Like from what I'm experiencing with Mirage, that's a win-win.
The real question is, are you going to have buyer's remorse after 2 weeks when they decide to lower the price by 50%?
It's hard to say. I mean, I almost bought RoboCop on Monday because it was $30 and I was like, well, hold off. And then I waited and then it was $8 today. So, I mean, I'd say that's a small win, but, it's hard to, especially with all of the delays and everything that they've had with this. With this one, I don't see it going on a deep Ubisoft usual sale like Prince of Persia. Remember that went on sale right away, pretty much. I don't see it. It's probably going to be at least, I want to say 5 to 6 weeks before we start seeing a price drop.
Is this one going to their subscription service straight away
Yes.
to their? So
Yep.
then, so you could actually just subscribe to that again, play it for a while, and call it a day, right?
Yep.
Wait for the price to drop, then buy it, that sort of thing. I am surprised that they're putting it on their subscription service.
Well, they put Star Wars Outlaws.
I
on there
know,
with
but
the
that was
limited
like
with everything on there.
Yeah, but that was like to try to get people to subscribe to the subscription service.
Yeah, that's
I think
that's
that
true.
now that they're in such trouble, you'd think that they'd want to sell more copies as opposed to get people who can beat it for $20 or $10 and then exit, right?
Yeah.
Just because they're in so much trouble from what we've read. So that's why I'm surprised. But I'm kind of glad.
If this game does not do well for Ubisoft, is it the last Ubisoft game?
Well, what other big franchises do they currently go through with?
They don't
I
have
wonder-
anything else.
Well, I wonder,
Nothing.
my daughter plays Rocksmith, and that's a subscription thing that's separate from everything else that they have. So I do wonder how many people they have on that. But I don't know. And it couldn't be enough to keep them alive
Leakrian-
anyway. So
Leakrian is guaranteeing that this will sell well in Japan.
No, he's
Leakrian is,
guaranteeing the changes are coming from an expectation that it's going to sell well in Japan.
Yeah.
So he's guaranteeing there's an expectation it'll sell well in Japan.
If they do the changes, I'm guessing.
All right.
What an ugly thing to say.
All right, moving on. This game got delayed, and we finally got some video of it. Did you guys see this? Begins with F.
This was the same footage that came out.
Yeah, well, just this week.
Are you sure? I
hadn't
thought
seen
this
it
was the
before.
same footage that was there.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
I don't remember seeing the cop chase before.
No, this is. Yeah, this is like it shows kind of what gameplay is going to look like to me. You can grill sausage and you can kick. You can kick the.
Which
chickens.
one is this? Oh, this
Fable.
is Fable.
Fable.
I haven't seen this.
So, but yeah. I think this is a new video, but delayed till next year.
Well, it wouldn't be a Peter Molyneux game if it wasn't delayed for a decade. And he's going to tell us how now it's actually going to solve the war crisis that we have globally, and bring peace to the Middle East finally.
I don't think
And
he's
then when it
involved with
releases-
this at all.
What?
I don't think he's involved with this at all.
Oh, is he not? Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he working on another game we already talked about a couple months ago? The one where you're like the god
Yeah,
hands.
he's-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The next Populous.
Yeah, he sold the rights to probably this to get a little paycheck. I'm not exactly sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't know. That's kind of a bummer, I guess. when did they announce
What?
this game? It was like
I don't see, from what they're showing here,
2021?
I don't see any reason that it should be delayed. Like, this looks pretty cookie cutter from what you can play and buy off the
Yeah.
shelf right now for an over the shoulder action RPG. This seems pretty much like, modern game engines are made to make this. So I am kind of
pissed off Chris. He's gone.
Well, he wanted to play it yesterday. I am just kind of surprised that it would. I wonder why it's delayed, I guess, is the. Yeah.
Oh, is he back? He went and used the potty.
That was fast.
There he is. That's quick.
Yeah. I think that was more of the internet or Xfinity or Comcast or whoever the hell provides their internet was like, yeah, I'm taking a break. We'll put you on pause for a second.
I mean, honestly, graphically and just aesthetically, this looks just like the Harry Potter game to me. Not that that's bad.
It kind of does. But that Harry Potter game sold.
No,
well,
I'm not,
so
and I enjoyed it. But I'm just saying that, like, why is it delayed? These games are being made every year, right? Like, I don't know why. I'm just stuck on why is it delayed if it's already been delayed before.
Yeah.
Like, what's the reason?
Right.
They only got 5 minutes of gameplay, and then it's over.
That was the end of it.
Oh God! Don't ask him that, Mike.
No. You wash your hands before you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you're good for the day.
The problem is to wash my hands, I have to go upstairs because my basement isn't equipped with a running water sink, a plumbed sink.
Well, that's what you use the toilet for. You just flush it and then stick your hands in there, and
that's all I got.
All right. We're gonna go off on a tangent. All right. We got some more bad news. Warner Brothers is closing 3 game studios and canceling Wonderwoman. The Suicide Squad game looks like that did them in. And I know we just talked about that too. But I'm kind of disappointed we're not going to see a Wonder Woman game. And I think somewhere I saw that they had already spent like $100 million on that game or something. So that's crazy. But Monolith, they've done a couple other games. They've been around for a long time, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, due to the commercial failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, man, yeah, they haven't been doing. They're not doing too good either. Just like Ubisoft.
Well, and it was gonna utilize their Nemesis system in a different way from the Shadows of Mordor game series. From what I'd read, is they were saying that it was going to be you could, as you talk to more allies, you could get them to level up and make them more useful. Right. And of course, now with Warner Brothers shutting down Monolith and them having created this whole Nemesis system, they've got the rights until what was it?
We know they're working on a Batman game, so at least they're doing that.
I was going to say I didn't have a dog in this fight, but looking through Monolith's games that they've released, I am kind of bummed out.
Yeah.
They did Shogo Mobile Armor Division, which is like a fun mech game. Oh. They did Tron 2.0, which was actually really great for the time. They did Matrix Online, which I never played, but it's recognizable. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Didn't they do? They also did Alien versus Predator 2 or one of those games on PC. Yeah,
never played that because the movie sucked.
It was. I think it was before the movie. This was like 2000 or something. The movie came out in like 2009.
AVP? Was it?
Yeah.
2009?
AVP and then AVP Requiem, which you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it was all
It-
black.
It was like the worst film movie I've ever seen in my life.
2004. Alien vs.
No.
Predator 2004.
Yeah, as far as being able to actually like see the movie, unless you went in and up the contrast and everything, you couldn't see what the hell was going on with Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Still better than Geely or whatever.
I've never seen
Yeah, don't.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Oh yeah.
I gotta
All
jump.
right.
All right.
See you,
All
buddy.
right.
So I will try
Okay.
to be on next week. If not, I'll be in the chat because Emerald City is happening. So I'll be gone next weekend.
Take some
I will
video.
take some video, and I will send a bunch of pictures. I'll post them in the Discord, which is over there.
Say hi to Denise
Way over
Richards.
It's not gonna happen. It's not. It's never gonna be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's never gonna be a thing. Just kind of like your
Let's go,
your
Bob.
take with the claw machines. Like it's never gonna be a thing. So
And it's going to be a thing.
Let's go, Bob.
I hope so.
All
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you, David. Yeah, and I'm not a Monster Hunter Wilds fan, so like I don't know.
It's getting good
Yeah, I could have
reviews.
used that as the thumbnail this week, but yeah, people love that stuff.
Why do you
So,
not like
yeah,
it?
1.3 million players.
Have you played one of them?
I don't know, just never. I don't know. It's like looks like a Pokemon kind of.
No,
I
it looks
play-
like it looks like that Horizon Zero Dawn to me, though. More.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not- well, so the best way to put it is because the one that I played and got burned out on was 3 on 3DS. Because you go into, you have your main city hub where you can upgrade your equipment and everything based on the stuff you get from hunting the monsters. But then you select the area you're going into, which has like the big monster and has smaller monsters, and then you just go and hunt them. And once you've kind of fought the main monster of the area and collect the items from him, you go back and you rinse and repeat.
Okay.
So the major issue that it got with it is eventually it gets to the point where you have to keep fighting the same monster over and over in order to get it to drop the items you need in order to upgrade your equipment to be able to then go on and fight the next harder monster.
Gotcha.
And this one I was kind of looking at and I was like, I'm kind of interested in it, but I need to look and see if they've actually made some major changes from 3 because I got burnt out. And so I just didn't want to play any of the other ones after that.
What I had read was that the major changes was that apparently it's got like a plot. Because it's got like a story and everything to it.
Chris does like his games with story.
I also like my games with plot.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I had read just briefly was that they were like, oh, the best thing about it is it's got, an actual like character development arc and all that.
How's the level design? Because that's what he really
Yeah.
hates if it has bad level design.
Well, I don't think that it sounds bad because you would just go, you just go in the hub and then you just go kill the monster. There's not much leveling to worry about.
Well, I can read a couple of reviews from Steam. So here's some negative reviews. Capcom yearly revenue equals 1.3 billion US dollars. I guess it's too expensive to optimize a game. Other than the laughable optimization, the game is fine. It's a Monster Hunter game, so gameplay-wise, it's great. We'll update review if they even bother fixing the optimization. Here's one that's got pros and cons. Worst Monster Hunter in the series so far. I've been playing since Monster Hunter 1. Pros: great graphics, great quality of life, such as on-demand weapon swap, on-demand supply box, short runs or instant climb, some changes to weapon combos to make things more streamlined, wound system. Cons: crashing on start. Took 2 hours to fix. Turns out it's a Steam version issue where you had to delete version.dll from Steam directory. flickering graphics prior to driver update, too much talking, unskippable cutscenes, follow the leader while they talk to you, the trope. Let's be honest, people don't play Monster Hunter for a story.
Oh, see?
Terrible, terrible design to play with friends. Progression sync isn't made obvious. Your friend may or may not get it even. Even Monster Hunter 3 on PSP did it better.
What? So are they talking
Chris,
about...
do you see this article I'm sharing right here?
Ooh.
Monster Hunter Wilds locks character editing behind microtransactions. Where's my dun dun dun?
Well,
That's how they're getting all that money.
Yeah, so almost all of the negative comments here on Steam are not optimized. Worst optimization. Literally crashed.
That's because they're playing it on a 970. They didn't read the minimum system requirements.
Yeah.
They bought it and they're trying to chug it along on an 860 that they have jammed into an old Pentium class PC, and they're writing bad Steam reviews. If they could just game on at least a 4090 like all of us, then they would have a good gaming experience.
Yeah, and at least it's not a lazy repaint.
They should be gaming on a 5090 while half engulfed in flames. That's the optimal experience.
Nobody can get a 5090. It's a paper launch, but 4090s are readily available and easy to get. And at the low price of $2,000, and nobody has an excuse.
Who's this guy?
I thought
you get your tickets? Do you guys get your tickets?
I got my ticket.
Nice.
We'll see if I can go. I think the wife might have something going
You just take her.
so we'll see.
No, family friendly.
Date night.
Yeah, take the kids. Yeah, take everybody.
What, they don't like music?
Isn't it just Nintendo music?
It's music.
Yeah.
It's people playing music.
At the Elsinore?
This is what people do for fun. Did people forget how to have fun? That's what you do. You go out, you watch music.
What?
Whatever there's other ways, but that's one way. Go do that.
Are there going to be other people there?
Yeah. Yeah. There will be.
No, we have independent pods, but we sit in.
It's not a Japanese concert.
Yeah, what's with all these lazy repaints? Are Transformers fans just a bunch of assholes? Yeah. Too bad RoboCop.
I wasn't shaming anybody. I thought everybody had those GPUs.
Mike, I've got RoboCop physical. I'm pretty sure I do.
I thought you didn't buy physical.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't.
He doesn't
I haven't this
sell
year.
physical.
Really
What's
too
that?
much.
NBA Jam still behind you? Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Well, that's some people. That's an arcade one up, so that's not a real.
It's ultra
arcade
physical.
cabinet.
That belongs in a museum.
All right. Let's talk some toys, you guys.
If we must, we must.
Let's see. Yeah. So our old friends Mattel, they're still chugging along. Apparently, came out this week that they have gotten the rights to DC themed action figures and other toys again.
Huh.
And McFarlane Toys, they'd been the one that had been producing them. They are out.
McFarlane.
Do you guys have any
The last
reaction to
McFarlane
that?
toy I bought was the Max toy from '97 or '98, whenever that was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I mean, I had always associated McFarlane with high quality stuff, and I don't have that same association with Mattel. So I would assume that this is a portend of bad things to come.
Yeah, I'm not too high on them really either. I know they'd been doing the Masters of the Universe Origins line, and I got a whole bunch of those when they first came out. right before the pandemic or shortly after. But then now, like, a lot of the stuff's locked to their website, and they're doing some weird stuff with Ninja Turtles. And
Mattel brought us Skip Bo and Uno, so they can do no wrong.
yeah, well, they have Hot Wheels.
They also have Hot Wheels.
That's their main one.
Yep.
Yep. And Barbie.
Yep. And Barbie. So I'm sorry, Eric.
So they're definitely they're on the toy aisle. But yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of people online that are really excited for this. Like, I don't know if I am excited for this, but I'm not a DC collector at all.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't bought anything DC.
Well,
but some people
I
are.
bought 3 from Walmart. I found in their clearance rack that are Todd McFarlane
Really?
DC, John Constantine, the Atom, and then Captain Cold. And they come with
Those are
they're
DC?
Yeah. They come with comic books and everything, but you know, once I see a clearance rack, I'm kind of like, yep, I'm on board.
Well, Ryan, maybe they'll release a revamped, repainted Wonder Woman that you can acquire to fill the void that the Wonder Woman game got canceled. So it has left.
Will it be a lazy repaint?
Yeah, of course. All these toys are lazy repaints. It's going to be a Jawa from the Star Wars universe, just painted in red and blue.
Oh, and I got some Star Wars stuff to talk about here too, so we'll get to that. But yeah, all right. So that happened, and then McFarlane, you know, at least good on them. They did have something new to announce now that they lost the DC license. I'm sure that made them some money, but hey, they're gonna do
Mortal
Kombat figures.
Wait, McFarlane is doing this?
What do you guys think
Why?
of that?
Or McFarlane is doing it? Why?
Yeah.
Why them?
Because they lost the DC license, so they
I
got
know,
to do
it's just
something.
so weird. Like, is there a demand for
This isn't even the weirder one. They're doing another
even weirder? Because
weirder
is there
one.
really demand for Mortal Kombat action figures?
Well, there's a Street Fighter. There's a company, was it Jada Toys, is doing Street Fighter 2 toys. So I think they're like, oh, those are selling a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do Mortal Kombat. It's definitely not as popular, probably, as Street Fighter, and I know the people in the chat will chastise me for that.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of characters.
Yeah, but it's just the collectability of something like this. It just doesn't seem like pop culture wise, this stuff isn't, in my opinion, it's not relevant, right? So, like, as far as it having teeth and lasting for a while, so if you were to collect these and then think that someday they would go up in value, I don't see it. It would be akin to walking like through an antique store and seeing all of the random like tiny, like, because they, antique stores are full of this stuff where it's like children's toys or whatever of characters that we have no idea who they are, right? I would think that Mortal Kombat action figures would be the same thing.
You know what it screams to me? Like Mortal Kombat, this should be a toy that's for adults, and you should be able to rip their heads off and stuff.
Yeah.
So like maybe you don't put it in Target on the toy aisle.
Fatalities.
You do some kind. It's got to have a fatality to it. Then, like some blood or something. Like, oh, that's why we played the game on the Sega Genesis back.
Way back in the day.
Put that kind of element into it.
And they don't. I mean, just based on this picture, they don't look interesting enough to want to be able to buy.
I'm thinking these are prototypes. Like, I'd like to see what the final render is, but yeah, it says right at the bottom, product not final, subject to change. So, all right, Meatball Saucy is not a fan.
It's an odd
fan of anything, man.
It just seems to me like it's an odd IP to make action figures out of. Like, I don't know.
Well, all right. Any other comments on this?
I want to see the weirder one.
Before we go, the weirder one is this one, and I think before I hit the button, this is the most done toy line right now ever. Like if you go into any store, you will find these figures. So I don't know why they would do this. But this is what they're gonna do.
Teenage Mutant Ninja yeah. TMNT.
Yeah.
Why? This just makes no. I can see why they're doing it because like if they want to make 4 turtles, and all they got to do to make different ones is just do different heads on them and maybe swap out the weapons. That's super cheap. That's like not. It can't be.
Well,
expensive.
Well, there's got to be some reason why. Because I also saw today that World of Tanks had dropped a trailer that they're doing a collab with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you can now.
Everyone does some kind of thing with Ninja Turtles. That's the thing. I'm like,
so there's got to be a reason. Maybe it's IDW Comics is just like, hey, we'll go ahead and license this out to you for $1 if you.
I do like how it comes with a comic book. So it's coming with a comic book.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'll give him that. But like, yeah. This is worse than Mortal Kombat by far for me. It's like, I don't know. Maybe kids will be into this, and maybe they're going for the comic book aesthetic that the Kevin Eastman kind of style before it went to the cartoons.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It looks more Eastman and Laird to me than.
Yeah. And I get McFarlane is more into the comic book, so that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. I think Turtles is so. Maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. But like, you go into every Target or Walmart right now, the most toy stuff you're gonna find is Ninja Turtles. So I don't know. All right. Dathan we were gonna comment on this real quick. But Dathan's not here. He had posted in the chat. This is available online for $60. Is Venom worth $60, you guys? Eric's shaking his head. I think I'm gonna get it because I like Venom.
I'm shaking my head at Mike, Mr. Hertz.
Oh, yeah. Well, is April O'Neil gonna look like that? But. Anyway, yeah, this we had been talking about the Spider-Man a week or two before. That's $50. This is $60. So
I
don't know.
Is it a 1/12?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. $60 and it doesn't look like there's all that much to it. It seems like a bit much.
I'm looking at my. I'm looking at my
two
action
heads,
figures and trying to figure out which ones I've spent more than $60 on. And there's There's two.
Which ones?
I've got the
Tickle Me Elmo.
I've got the Transformers G.I. Joe Megatron. He transforms into a Hiss tank. I think I spent like $75 for him. And the Robotech Ben, whatever his name, the Veritech fighter, transforming Veritech fighter was probably like 120, and that's it. Just as far as action figures go.
Well, we'll get you there because I spent some money on toys this week.
I mean, I spent money on toys more than that, like Legos. I got a ton of money in Legos, but action figures, no. Two. There's two.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I mean, and those are Transformers, right? They transform into something else. Venom's always just Venom.
Right.
Yeah. This is just Spider-Man dipped in black. Maybe. Lame. Move on. But I would say that Eric's Tickle Me Elmo is not a toy. It's a service. It's a service toy.
Yeah, it's a private experience for some people to share with me.
You can't just say that he spent $130 and shame him over that
right.
Oh, there's no shame. I mean, he can do whatever he wants with Tickle Me Elmo. Just
well,
don't tickle me, Chris.
There's boundaries.
I got one of the early ones. He was a test Tickle Me Elmo.
Okay, moving on. Are you guys a fan of G.I. Joe at all?
No, but why do they have This Is Spinal Tap characters here?
I have no idea, but I think it looked interesting. Cold
Slither.
Cold Slither is the band. So this, assuming this is like a pack, maybe you can get them all with everything. That'd be kind of cool on a shelf. But like,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different thing to do with GI Joes.
oh, did you really, Mike? That's cool because I got them all too now. That's cool. What store did you find them in? Because I haven't found them in anywhere. But they're doing that, and then this is Reaction Super 7. They're also doing a Cold Slither toy. So I don't know how both these companies got the rights to Cold Slither, or maybe I don't know what the deal is here, but Chris is Googling it, I think.
It's apparently a song from the second season of GI Joe.
Okay. So I know Eric's got his guitars in the background. Maybe he'd be interested. I don't know.
Hard pass.
Maybe not. I don't think this toy is $60. Maybe the other one is. This with all 4 figures with all that stuff, I bet you that at least $100. Yeah. Well, we already know this show's going to go off the rails at the end here.
That's strange.
All right. Star Wars. 2025 is now we're going to be the 20 years since episode 3. Did you guys collect the episode 3 toys? Because I did.
I bought some of the lightsabers, the plastic lightsabers that made sound.
Oh, okay.
I bought a few of those. They were fun.
I bought like a whole bunch of these, and I was going to go get them in the attic. They are buried.
Mhm.
But I remember going to Toys R Us. They had like a launch day at midnight.
Yeah.
To go get them.
I recall.
Before the movie came out, so we had like no idea. Same thing with episode 1. Episode 2 didn't have anything, and I think the toy line kind of sucked, if I remember it. But the packaging was really cool.
Yeah, I was going to say the packaging.
They are going to be. Yeah, these are going to be. So the original figures were on the smaller scale, the 3 3/4 inch, same scale as the original 77 figures or whatever. But these are going to be the bigger scale, the Black Series, and they're going to be looking like they're in the original smaller package. So I like the retro carded look. So is what I'm kind of trying to say here. Like I appreciate when these companies kind of do this kind of stuff. But the problem is it's going to be a Walmart exclusive thing. Sometime in March, they're going to have their collector con. And if you want to order them, you got to go to walmart.com and try to get one of these. So I did not have to camp out for them, but were you there with me, Chris, when we went there? I know I had. I think maybe I was 2000. I was 25, so I was out of college.
I don't think I did. I didn't go to any.
I think I could have sworn I went there with some buddies, but maybe I didn't. I was pissed off at you. Maybe I don't know.
What year?
This would be 2005. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, you get.
No, I think we did go. I think we went, and my old roommate went with us to see Star Wars Episode 3 because I remember yelling at him in the theater to shut the shut up because he was just like talking at the beginning of
Was this the movie that Eric camped out for?
That
That
was
was episode
episode
1,
one,
right?
it. Everybody camped out for that one.
No, I didn't.
I think I knew at least 4 other people from school that camped out. Like they missed school all week, and everybody was like, "Where are they?" And then somebody was like, "Oh, they're down at the movie theater, sleeping in a tent."
3 days.
No, Meatball. Like, no, I'm not that crazy. Who would ever? No one on this
3
podcast
days.
would do that.
I do it just to start lines. Like I'll find like Joanne's. I'll go set up a tent outside of Joanne's at night and just see if I can get people to stand there in line behind me. You know.
And then you think that you do, but they're really just homeless people.
That's right.
That could be a good. That could be the good off topic for tonight. Is did you guys ever go into Joanne's?
I've been in there. Yeah.
They're-
You know, I've gone in there.
It's like I was trying to think. Like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been in
And
there.
I believe they're closing all of their stores in the U.S.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there's a ton of retail that's closing. Yeah, it's not just them. So, oh, and I was gonna show. Let's see, where is it?
Better get my Prime membership so I can still buy things.
Right.
Bezos has got my back.
We got the full reveal of the Mondo Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
and I am gonna buy him. So if you want to
Shocking.
buy him, he's up for.
I'm so
Yeah.
surprised right now.
I've already got. I'm gonna get him.
It's all because of that that shirtless piece right there. That's
The hairy chest.
Yeah, look at the hair on that. Do you see that?
that's all it is.
I've never seen a figure with that kind of
Mhm.
detail there. But I've already got Rogue and I've got Cyclops. I can't remember his name, but I figure Wolverine's got to go with those guys.
What about Jubilee? You're not getting Jubilee?
You know, I don't know. She's not like my favorite. Or I don't know. Is she worth spending a lot of money on?
If you're getting Wolverine, I mean, she's the next logical one to do.
They're like best friends in the show,
In the comics,
right?
yeah.
Well, there's Gambit. There's that
Mhm.
scene from
thought that
X-Men
was cool.
'97, so you can recreate that if you want. Yeah. You do the rip shirt.
Yeah, how much is it?
Oh,
He said, fully knowing the answer.
he is $245. So there he is with. There's the Jubilee.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, she looks okay. Jubilee's got a skateboard. I love the Sentinel head
is
at the
very cool.
bottom. Like I'm a huge fan of the Sentinel stuff. I've said
Mhm.
that before.
It does.
That looks cool. You can do a off the cowl look. There is a Cyclops. Whoever. Also, I've said this before. Whoever does the photography for these guys is amazing. Like this guy has so much fun. I don't know if I'd get Gambit. I'm not a... Oh, Sabretooth could be cool.
Yeah,
There's the
cool.
cowl.
I mean, it's really cool.
What is this picture? What is this
It's
picture?
fan service.
Whoa, that's a little too close. What is this? Is this selling toys?
Obviously,
guys?
I mean, you're buying it.
Whoa, I had never seen this one. All right, okay. There's a cowl. Does Wolverine have blue eyes? I hope so. I've never noticed before.
You're too busy looking at that chest to know what kind of eyes he has.
The purple blades, that must be a X-Men '97 thing, because I don't remember that being in anything. Oh, you guys in the chat are talking about still camping out. Hey, there's a lot of pictures actually. Let's see if there's any other good ones here. Yeah. Well, if I have him, Chris, do you think I should have him with the chest hair or do regular costume?
You obviously got to go with the chest hair, ripped shirt, chest hair out.
It's definitely like something to talk about. At least he doesn't have a hairy back, thank God. Stand okay, and then they I forgot about this. They did a Wolverine a couple years ago. This is him next to the older one, and he is shorter than
I
the
like
older
the newer one better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The head, yeah, is definitely different.
He's a boomerang in that older one. You could chuck that head and have it come back to you.
He's only like 5'4", right?
5'2".
Is it 5'2"?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, he's really short.
Canonically very short. And all the media, all the live action media gets it wrong.
But if you guys want him, he is available till March 7th. So there you go.
And yes, his eyes canonically in the comics have been blue. So
okay, they got it right. Mike Hawkert says, I've seen a really cool Jubilee statue I regretted not picking up for $60. Now it's $200. There you go. All right, do you guys want to talk about I don't know what stores you miss going to? Maybe this now that Joann's is closing and Chris is all pissed off. We'll go off topic for the rest of the show.
Michael's.
Oh, Michael's. I never went into Michael's either, I don't think.
Well, Michael's is out at Kaiser Station. I usually go to Hobby Lobby.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
those craft items.
You know, go into Hobby Lobby and ask the cashier where the birth control is. All right, don't do that. But Hobby Lobby does have some cool stuff. Sometimes,
yeah. I've gotten a few like video game frames from there, like the Legend of Zelda one I have, which has all the links for the various games. Sometimes they have some cool things in there. But if you're into like the miniature hobbies and stuff, Joann's used to be one of the places to go to. Hobby Lobby is one, and I don't know what Michael's sells other than yarn.
I remember my mother would take me when I was a kid, and I hated going there. But Pier 39 Imports, or maybe it was Pier 1 Imports.
Pier 1 Imports.
And she was really into like wicker furniture. And like that was like the place to go see wicker furniture.
Was that at Lancaster Mall where
there was one at
Joann's
Lancaster Mall?
Is that now?
Yeah. I don't think we ever this is probably when we were up in the Portland area, but oh man, that was bad.
Yeah. You gotta love that wicker baskets you can get there.
But let's do a search of what other retail is closing this year.
Well, hopefully the Popeyes around here isn't, because I really want to go down and live stream a fight. Oh, hey, we can. Hi, GeForce guy. We can get some cheap viewers on Streambo.com. Woo!
Yeah, what is that? That's on Twitch. Hey, there's someone watching on Twitch. Shall I I'll give him
Oh,
credit.
I remember KB Toys.
Yeah, KB Toys.
KB Toys.
KB
was
KB
cool.
Toys.
It seems like they were in the mall, but I think all their stuff was kind of was a little more expensive than Toys R Us.
But they had great clearance stuff. That was you go there for the clearance stuff.
Which means I would be walking out with a basket full of shit today.
What I want to know is, you guys were all up at arms over these popcorn buckets months ago. You remember that thing? We're getting these popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go get the
Yeah.
monkey popcorn bucket?
Chris probably already has it.
I did not get the monkey one because they didn't have a monkey one at Regal.
Is the monkey's out, right?
Yeah, the monkey. It was actually a really good movie.
Keep your monkey.
Yeah,
because it's Stephen King story. It's just a story.
Yeah, but I mean, it was every death scene in the movie is over the top.
Oh, that's what makes it fun. Okay.
Yeah, there was one point in the movie where it's like, what was it? It was her aunt died, and they're like bringing the body out, and there's a bunch of people standing there and being like, "They're bringing the body out! Woo!" So
it's a James Wan movie, huh?
Well, it's a Osgood Perkins movie.
Okay.
Mr. Psycho's son.
Yeah. Anthony Perkins.
Yeah. He did Long Legs last year, and then this one.
Oh, he did Long Legs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
G-Force Guy. Hey, G-Force Guy, are you console fanboy? I have a feeling you are, dude. Just tell me if you are.
He's a G4. He's a PC guy. G-Force.
I think that's console fanboy.
I think.
EB and Babbage's never really closed. They just got bought out by GameStop.
What was that?
But
Software, etc. Was that the store that was in? Yeah, that was a good store. I remember that one being good.
Oh, do you remember Egghead's software?
I don't remember that.
What about Circuit City?
Egghead's.
Yeah.
Oh, Circuit City was a bomb.
Everyone had Circuit City.
When I went to Canada, to Vancouver, they still had Circuit City. Last time I was there, and it was like they had Circuit City and they had Toys R Us. It was like a time warp, man. It was great.
Those guys at Circuit City, they all made commission on all their stuff. So they'd go around and they'd really look for you to buy stuff because the salesman made money off you.
Oh, yeah. They still have a website. They still... I don't know. I don't think this is the same logo. They've obviously changed the logo.
I knew it. I knew it, G-Force Guy. I had a feeling. How you doing, bro? It's me, Zohar, yeah. Sierra hint books from Egghead. For sure. Yeah, we needed the hint books back in the day for some of those games.
What was the one up in Wilsonville off of I-5?
Incredible Universe.
Yeah.
Yes. That place was great. Yeah. And then it became Prize, and then Prize went out of business.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, up in the beginning until it went, on the verge of bankrupt nonstop.
Oh, we don't talk politics here.
Okay.
No politics on this channel.
We don't talk VR either.
And no silly arcade. Definitely not into that either.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Only
Not
serious
really.
arcade.
Not really.
Like NBA Jam.
Yeah, just serious.
And,
but I
and
never
claw
turned it
machines.
on.
That's how
Console
serious it
fanboy.
is. You
Yeah.
gotta keep it off.
That's how it's really serious.
Blackout.
Console fanboy used to say that only the serious channels would have those in the background, and they turn them on to show that they were a real gamer. just wanted to let you know, like mine's off. So that's I guess I'm not a real gamer. Anyway,
Yeah, it's difficult.
yeah. That is a clicky
Yeah, man.
keyboard.
Sounds like a mechanical keyboard to me.
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
I bought
Yeah. Did you go to the one in Wilsonville too, Meatball?
Incredible Universe. Must have been.
Mike Hawk Hertz, according to Wiki, a new company bought the naming rights to KB Toys in 2024, and a reboot is in the work, but the other companies have sold this niche. Yeah. What was that one? Toys R Us. Macy's got some of the rights to put them in their stores in the mall, but then the Macy's here in town's going out of business too.
That's right.
But like I said, turn of play. Toys R Us is opening and putting a small Macy's on aisle 13.
That's crazy. No, there's a guy downtown. You know those guys with the signs. That's like, going out of business sale. Man, I don't know where they found this guy, but he is working hard. Tell everyone that they are going out of business. But I have like nothing I want to get in there.
Meth is a heck of a drug.
Yeah.
Is it meth or coke?
If you're spinning signs, I don't think you can afford coke.
Fair enough.
Not trying to be mean, just saying. Lots of us can't. A lot of us have spent all of our money on 4090s.
And then some of us spend money on toys.
$70 Tickle Me Elmos.
Mm-hmm.
What was the Spider-Man ones you just got, Chris?
It's the Marvel Select, Green Goblin, and Spider-Man.
What year did those come out? Those are not new ones, but those are cool. Where'd you get those?
I got these at Omega Frog Comics here in town.
What
2022.
Is there a year? No way. 2022? Those look like ones that came out 10 years ago.
It says they're all 2022.
Are you gonna keep them in the box?
I'm debating it just because the stands and everything look so cool, but at the same time I can see everything, so I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to open them up because I can still see everything.
Bring the Spider-Man a little closer. I want to see the guy. Oh, he's got like a rock stand. What is that?
It's I think it is. It's just a rock stand.
Oh no, it's a car.
Oh no,
he's standing on a car.
He was probably doing his superhero pose.
It's a green car. Well, that's kind of.
When are they going to remake and re-release Boglins?
I have no idea.
Eric, you had Boglins, didn't you?
Yeah, here you go. GeForce guy says all you got to do is throw them down some steps and like you do a YouTube short, Chris, and you'll get some views.
Oh yeah.
I bet you I'd get more views if I just threw a kid down some steps.
You got a spare kid lying around?
I can find one. I
live in
a fairly nice neighborhood. There's lots of kids around, so I'm sure I can find one to throw down some stairs and record.
If you use your own, then that'll free up one of those family plans for Eric.
There you go.
That's why he's asking.
I can be replacement. Yeah, okay, so I finally was able to follow my brother on Stern. He has 205 million on Dungeons & Dragons, so he schooled me and Dave both. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's not. He just got lucky, but it's better be lucky than Unlucky.
So, GeForce guy, would it be a bigger kid would get more views, or a smaller kid? Like, what are we talking about kid wise? Like,
You're gonna go down a rabbit hole here, but no, he would take stuff that he bought and he would chuck it down the stairs. He used to have a skeleton. Like, I don't know where he got this. He maybe got it at a Halloween
Hobby
store,
Lobby.
and he would play people on Mortal Kombat, and then he would show that he really like gave him a fatality and they're dead. Oh yes, so I play too many murder simulators in VR. Is that must be on the MetaQuest 3? Because like I just have PlayStation 2 VR and there's really nothing on it.
I think Grand Theft Auto 5.
A lot of you guys
VR?
are into VR.
Grand
What
Theft
is
Auto
it?
5 doesn't it have a VR version?
Does it?
I'm just thinking.
That sounds cool.
Oh, Meatball Saucy says oldest first. Oh, no, I guess it's just a mod on PC for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay. Quest 3, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like that thing. I don't think any of us have it, but I hear a lot of other people talking about it. So, yeah, Meatball Saucy's got that one where you can do the arcade stuff. So that looked really cool. Anyway, all right. Seems like the mood you guys aren't really. We're kind of tired tonight. We can end the stream unless you guys can talk about food real quick. What is Eric eating here?
Kit Kats.
Go back to him.
I've switched to the sea salt and butterscotch caramels from Trader Joe's.
What the heck?
Dark chocolate. It's great.
Butterscotch? What was it? Sea salt and what?
Sea salt.
Those healthy?
Chocolate covered sea salt butterscotch caramels. Are they healthy? Probably not. But my doctor did say the best way to raise my potassium is to eat dark chocolate. So I'm eating dark chocolate.
Yeah, but your doctor meant like a bar of dark chocolate. Like,
yeah, well, let's not split hairs.
Not like a lightly coated piece of caramel.
Are they vegan?
You're not my doctor. They're not vegan.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've just alienated half of our vegan audience out there.
Yep.
Sorry, gang.
Mike Hawkhurst picked up a Quest 3 for only $82 on Black Friday. Holy
Quest
shit.
3, yes, yeah.
Oh, GeForce guy wants to borrow $20.
Oh.
You know,
yeah, do they have Trader Joe's in Southern California?
Eggs there.
I'm pretty.
The eggs at Trader Joe's are a good deal.
There, right?
They didn't raise their
$5.
prices. Yeah, $5. Everybody else is like $9, $10.
Yeah. I don't think Trader Joe's is that expensive. I think
think
that Trader Joe's is expensive when you look at the quantity that you get for the price that you pay, but yet a lot of people make more food than they need to consume, and Trader Joe's is basically a bunch of ready-made kits for two. So it's not bad that way.
I mean,
still too much food because I live alone.
Yeah. Well, we can't help you there.
My neighbors,
nobody can.
My neighbors behind me have chickens and eggs, and they haven't raised their prices. I just go over there and take them.
Yeah, just go over there first thing in the morning before anybody's up.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a good YouTube short today of this guy walking down the aisle in the grocery store, and he's like, "This is the way to impress chicks at the grocery store: is just load up your shopping cart with eggs, and it makes it look like you're like a big time. You got deep pockets at the grocery store because you can buy eggs." I thought it was pretty funny. 3S is a good device, but 3
the 3 is considerably better than the 3S for sure.
I'll wait for the 4S.
No, you'd wait. You'd want the 4. Stay away from the S model.
No one likes the S.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It was a good idea for trying to capture more people. VR is still struggling with that whole, like, how do we get more people on the platform so actual long experiences exist?
GeForce Guy, like we talked about it, but like these guys, like I'm the only one
I said it's
excited
the
for
most
it. Are
compelling
you excited?
beat 'em up that I've seen.
Oh, okay, Eric thought he
Yeah.
liked it.
But it depends on price, really. Like
Yeah.
this is not a $70 game. How much was what were you playing? Whatever.
Metal Slug or whatever. It's not Metal Slug, but yeah.
Guns of Fury.
Guns of Fury. How much was that game?
That was $12.
Okay. So
Yeah,
this
that was
is like
$12.
17, $20. Okay. Sure. If it's like 40, no way. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I was thinking 30 at most. Anything more than that, and I'm just not. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it.
I don't think it's the physical copy is. Let's try to find it. How do you spell Terminator? Terminator 2D.
The other thing I didn't understand during the gameplay loop that is on here is why does he sometimes get points and other times no points? And I don't see a running point score in the game either. So if you watch,
maybe there's an option for
like an arcade mode or whatnot.
Yeah.
Versus a story mode.
You know, it also looks like you can change the outcome of like the story and everything. So I don't know.
See, because here you're just running and gunning and doing your thing. Here's like a cutscene, and then it quits being a cutscene. Just running and gunning, doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And no point counter in the upper corners, which you'd normally see in a game like this, if it cared about points. But then,
well, I think I found it. Let's see. Go back here.
Well, it's obviously when you're naked Arnold.
No,
you have to get points for.
Although maybe, I mean, that would make sense. What would you do?
Can you make the text a little smaller, please?
Yeah. Oh, this is the collector's edition. That's the day one edition. Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong spot. I could have sworn I just. Oh, there's an online store, of course. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's points.
Okay, so the online exclusive edition is £74.99. £74.99.
That's insane.
The collector's
like
edition is
maybe more than that.
Yeah, it's
95.
And the day one edition is £37.49 British pounds.
Yeah.
That's not $16,
$94.30
$12
USD.
And then you got to pay for shipping to the United States right now. I'm not even sharing the right screen.
Give it time, Eric. The US dollar's going up. It's got nowhere to go but up.
It's going to be the greatest US dollar you've ever seen.
Yep.
There we go.
A really big US dollar.
I'm out. Jewish for my blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just buy digital.
I'm just going to go to Trader Joe's.
Sorry. Do you think they have it at Trader Joe's?
If you would think about pausing your Trader Joe's shopping and replace it with Winco,
yeah,
then you could afford the Terminator 2 game.
I have to bag my own groceries.
You do have to bag your own groceries at Trader
Winco.
Joe's.
No, Winco.
Trader Joe's, you can choose
money.
to.
Oh, that's Winco?
Yeah. But you bag your own groceries, then you get to play some Terminator 2 No Fate.
Sure. Hard pass.
Okay. Lazy.
Fair.
They even have the little knee pad. You just push on the little knee pad until the groceries come to you, and then you just drop them into the bag, and then you're done.
Can't use a credit card.
Wow.
And you get the beef jerky tiles.
They don't have them.
What do you mean they don't have them?
I didn't see them last time.
They have to have them. They've always had them. This would be breaking news if Winco doesn't have the beef jerky tiles.
Those were the best.
Yeah.
You know what Winco has good is in the candy section they had the bulk
That's
candy.
where you get the beef jerky tiles.
There. Well, you go in there before you're gonna go to like the movie theater and fill up like a plastic bag of that kind of crap. It'd save you so much money than buying that stuff at the theater.
This coming from somebody though who buys popcorn buckets.
You didn't have to be consistent to make sense.
Exactly.
There's no law against being inconsistent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
no.
I just like it. That's how you were able to afford the popcorn buckets as you were an older adult.
Right.
Saving all the money on the concessions earlier in life. Reinvest it.
I haven't bought any popcorn buckets.
Well, you
this
need the
year.
monkey one. It's pretty rad. Plays the drums.
What other movies are coming out this year that we're gonna need a popcorn bucket
monkey.
for, Chris?
Thunderbolts, maybe.
No, that movie's gonna.
Well, not
suck.
only that, but what's the popcorn bucket gonna be?
What's his name? The Winter Soldier's arm. Just have that as a popcorn bucket. Pop off.
Monkey popcorn bucket is $125 on eBay.
Yeah, but you can't check eBay prices. You
No
just go to
way.
the movie theater and buy it.
Look up what the Deadpool Wolverine bucket is right now.
Well,
That was the one we couldn't
so
find.
the problem with the monkey popcorn bucket and the reason why Regal didn't have it is because Neon
the monkey.
Movie Studios did a pop-up shop, and that was the only way you could get it. So the movie
Well,
theater
it was on AMC. AMC has it, don't they?
No, Neon showed up at their movie theaters with pop-up shops for them.
Oh.
So that's why I couldn't find one, and it's apparently hard to actually get the popcorn bucket.
That's kind of a jerk move. So,
But what else? What other movies are coming out this year? We're gonna need a popcorn bucket for.
wait, no, you can pre-order it. It says from AMC the shop, and then they'll ship it to you. July 4th, though, of 2025. Why July 4th?
For $50. Woo.
I know, but why? That doesn't make any sense. That movie's going to be gone by then, right?
Maybe they didn't. Wow, this thing looks.
That's when the shipment comes.
This thing looks absolutely
shipment
horrible.
If you send me the link, I'll put it up on the screen.
Well, does it look like the monkey in the movie, though?
No. It
Oh,
doesn't.
well, then that's bad. I thought that it would.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You need it. That's a masterpiece of a popcorn bucket.
Whoa. Yeah, that's gonna haunt
Yeah.
people.
Off you go. Go get the monkey popcorn bucket.
Yeah, that is a good question. What movies are coming out?
Well, I'm just trying to think of ones that could possibly have a good popcorn bucket. I'm like Mission Impossible. I remember that's coming out. Oh, Superman. With Superman, could they do like a kryptonite thing? I don't know.
I mean, it's possible.
Maybe not. So, but it's nothing. Nothing jumps out there. Wasn't there a Marvel movie coming out this year? That's not dead. That's not
Yeah,
Thunderbolts.
Fantastic
Four.
Four. Oh, that one
They'll do
has
something
popcorn
cool.
buckets. There was the Reed Richards one. I think they'd announced 4 different buckets for that one. Yeah.
Already?
Oh, or maybe that was
Oh,
just somebody was like, this. If they're going to do popcorn buckets, this is what they could do, and have like the Invisible Woman, so it's a transparent popcorn bucket with the Fantastic Four logo on it, and then Reed Richards.
Oh,
there's going to be the Jurassic Park
dumb.
world, right? And then
yeah, okay, you could do a dinosaur.
And 28 years later, I don't know what you'd do for just a big biohazard on the popcorn bucket, and that's.
Or you could do like a zombie hand.
Well, it's not good because you're not supposed to consume anything or get near anything with a biohazard symbol on it.
Well, you do like a fake biohazard.
Well, the Jurassic Park one could just be a big pile of shit.
At least it'd keep everybody's hands out of my popcorn.
Right.
And then they're doing the live action Snow White, but I don't think Disney does the popcorn buckets, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was Cinderella, you could have done Cinderella's shoe and put popcorn in the shoe.
Well, white could be the apple.
Yeah.
That could be the apple.
But nobody's going to see that
like a big
movie,
apple.
so it doesn't matter.
Oh, people will go see it.
Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see.
I didn't think people would see the new Little Mermaid movie, but that was like my daughter's favorite movie, and we must have watched it 50 times.
But have you seen the trailer? Those dwarfs are kind of terrifying.
They're CGI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because originally they filmed the movie with regular sized people.
And the new Avatar is coming out as well, right?
Let them go.
Avatar 3.
I never saw Avatar 2.
I haven't seen any of them, but it's that one you could do a popcorn bucket for.
What is this? Imagine the bucket on your head. Only buy it if you want to walk around with the bucket on your head. And bucket marketing now.
I don't know, Meatball. Did you see the monkey popcorn bucket? It's pretty rad. Only $50.
That's your Halloween costume, Meatball.
Just a bucket on the head, nothing else.
Anyway, I think we'll probably end the show there. Thank you, guys. Meatball Saucy, G-Force Guy, Mike Hawkhurts, some guy named Asa Jax, Meaty Grounds. You guys are awesome. Saying Spirits. I think we lost your brother, Chris. You must have fallen asleep.
That happens.
And then there was that one, our one Twitch bot.
Yeah.
I think thank you to that Twitch bot. I'm glad someone's watching us on Twitch. Are you still on Twitch, Chris?
Yeah. I'm on Twitch.
Okay.
Everyone
go follow Chris on Twitch. We don't know
anything.
I don't even know. Yeah.
I don't know how. I haven't spent enough time on Twitch, so.
Yeah. That's where you need to stream games is Twitch.
Yeah.
That's where everyone does it, man. That's the cool place.
You either stream games or you.
I thought it was
Mike
Kick or Bucket or what's the other one? Blender? No, I don't know.
Blender.
Twitch is a place where you either stream games or you are a hot chick in a bikini wearing rabbit ears or cat ears.
I'd watch that.
I guess I could be a hot chick in a bikini or rabbit ears.
Cat ears. Rabbit ears were last year. This year it's back to cat ears.
I mean, I could try it out.
And then dudes give you their money. It's pretty sweet.
I could throw a bikini on and see how long I get on Twitch.
Yep, do it. Maybe you could be a hot chick in cat ears in a bikini throwing a kid down the stairs. That could be your channel on Twitch.
Yeah.
And burning a bunch of toys in front of homeless people. Was that the other one? Yeah. For 300,000 views.
Yep.
Do people really do that? That's so bad.
Who knows anymore with any of these sites, you know?
Yeah. The internet is a mess.
Thank you. Yeah. And we're a part of it. So thank you. All right, we'll see you guys next week.